Your most effective talking point is the FDA label. These are your new magic words. Delayed absorption as provided by OxyContin tablets.
Delayed absorption as provided by OxyContin tablets
Is believed to reduce
the abuse liability of a drug.
I've never seen a label like this on a class 2 narcotic.
Well, that's Michael Keaton right there and Will Poulter in Dopesick. The new Hulu series takes a hard look at our nation's opioid addiction and who triggered the worst drug epidemic in American history. Emmy winner and executive producer Danny Strong joins us now. Dopesick is based on a nonfiction book, and this topic is very raw and it's really touched every part of this country. What is it that drew you to it to want to tell this story?
Once I started studying the criminal behavior of Purdue Pharma and the extent of the lies and deception that they went to market OxyContin as less addictive than other opioids. Less than 1% of people get addicted to OxyContin. That was one of their phrases. And because this was untrue, that meant that all the evidence that they gave to doctors and patients, blood charts, studies that showed the drug was non-addictive, that meant those were untrue too. Those were fraudulent as well. So the amount of deception and the levels of deception that they went to sell a dangerous drug as being safe was so shocking to me that I felt that this has to be some sort. The story needs to be told to a mainstream audience in as big a way as possible.
Now, this is an 8-part series. What's kind of the balance between staying true to the events and then spreading it out through this 8-part miniseries?
Well, we've taken 10 years, essentially. The show is basically, 11 years is 1996 to 2007 is sort of the length of the show, and we condensed 11 years into 8 hours, right? So there's dramatization, there are scenes that are fictionalized, but in those fictional scenes, the information that's being presented is true. So the story is and the presentation of it is very factual. There's a real universal truth here. At the same time, it's done in a dramatic telling to turn it into an 8-hour piece of storytelling.
Now, Danny, a question for you. You've spent a lot of time in front of the camera on Gilmore Girls and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You then transitioned to behind the scenes, writing the Butler screenplay and also co-creating Empire. What's it that guides you through your career? What do you look for in your next project that you tackle?
Well, as a writer, I look for things that I think have something to say that I think is important, some sort of either social justice element or exposing something that I feel that needs to be exposed or giving a voice to people that don't normally get a voice in mainstream entertainment. At the same time, I also look for something that I think could be great, could just be a great piece of entertainment as well, because no matter how important something is, if it's boring or preachy, people aren't going to watch it, so it's not going to have any effect. So the bar is actually quite high for me because I'm looking for two things at once. I'm looking for something that has something to say, and then something that I also think could really be dynamic and exciting and entertaining to watch.
Well, you've done it all, and we're definitely excited to watch this series that you've got. It's on a very important topic. Danny, thank you. Dopesick is the name of the new miniseries, and you can see it on Hulu.